Schwartz, if you're there, can you deactivate camera?
Mr. Schwartz,
yes, can you hear me?
Deactivate camera.
I can hear you. You need to deactivate your camera.
Did you say do what to my camera?
Turn it on.
I thought it's on.
Turn it on.
No, my camera's on. It says it's on.
Well, I can't see you.
I can
Well,
see.
I can't
Let me
see
see
you.
if. Let's see. Switch picture. It says my camera's on. I can see myself in it. At the bottom.
All right, let's just get this over with.
Let's just get this over with.
Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second.
On the record, time is currently 11:01.
On the record, time is currently
on October 4th, 2021.
On October 4th, 2021.
Matter of Richard Allen
Hearing
Schwartz,
officer
case number
Longman, matter of Richard Allen
2165,
Schwartz, case number
2165,
2165, due to a violation order
order,
put into effect due to a violation order pursuant to
257-303, Mr. Schwartz,
257-303, Mr. Schwartz's legal proceeding is being recorded.
Yes, no,
Therefore,
fully
need your
articulated in
testimony to be
case we need
yes,
this
no,
for
or fully
circuit court at a
articulated in
later
case
date.
we need this for
Understand?
circuit court
Yes.
at a later date.
State your name, spell your last, and give us your current
State your
address.
name, spell your last.
Almont, Michigan 48003.
Do you solemnly swear affirm testimony you're about to give us?
Do you solemnly swear affirm testimony you're about to give us the
truth?
truth, the whole
Yes.
truth, and nothing but the
Got a
truth?
report that you had
Got a
a
report
skip
that
test
you
on July
had
30th,
a skip
2021.
test
What
on
do you want
July
to tell me?
30th, 2021. What do you
Sir,
want
if
to
you
tell
take
me?
a look at the evidence, it's all wrong. The equipment failed, and Toxilock admits it, and I had nothing to do with it. When it tested me, I was out of the vehicle for 15 minutes. And if you take a look at your pictures, I wasn't in the vehicle when it received that error message. And it was failing all day that day, and I tested 10 times, and it had nothing to do with me at all.
All right, looking at the data,
All right,
looking
at the data,
it shows that you
it shows
provided
that
a sample. We saying that you, I can't see you now.
We saying that I can't see you now.
At 3:12,
at
then you
3:12,
turn the engine off at 3:13.
Then you turn the engine off
You
at
turn the engine
3:13.
back on
You
at
turn the engine back
3:16.
on at
At
3:16.
3:21, it requested
At
a retest.
3:21, it
And at
requested a
3:22,
retest.
you turn
And
the
at
engine off.
3:22, you turn the engine off.
See, I had nothing to do with that because I left the last time it had a startup test was on 3:12, that 3:12, and then I started it, and then I stopped it at 3:13, and then it says after that it just says engine start, retest requested, skipped retest, and then it says engine stop, then it says refuse test. And none of that is possible with that equipment. And when I finally did come back to the vehicle, it was at 4:18, and then it says startup test passed. And then if you take a look further down, it was giving me error messages again at 4:43. It says engine start. 4:43, 32, 33, engine stop. And then it says engine start, engine stop, engine start, engine stop. And then it goes at 5:53, it says startup test passed, and then it says start engine, or engine start, engine stop. And then it says again at 5:59, startup test, engine pass. See, that had nothing to do with me. Those are start and stop. And it was the equipment failing. And Toxilock agreed to that, and it had nothing to do with me at all.
Do you got anything from Smart Start or
Do you got anything
Toxilock
from
your
Smart Start
providers
or
at stateside?
No, Toxilock won't do it. But what I did is I sent them copies of everything that I sent to you, and I said, and I'm talking to their customer advocacy department. And after that incident, I was getting an error message, and it was saying violation, and it was lockout I was having problems with it, and they couldn't get it going, so they had me tow it 30 miles to their service center, and they said if it's not your fault, then we'll pay for everything. But if it's your fault, if it has something to do with you, then you have to pay for everything. So after they got everything done, and they realized it wasn't my fault, they agreed to pay for everything. And I also, Mr. Longman, as I filed a complaint against their company, and I enclosed that as part of my statement that I emailed to your department. So they know they're at wrong. They're trying to make it right, but they just don't want to admit it publicly. But it actually they know all about this. They know about this meeting and everything because I've sent them copies. They've been copied into everything, so they had the chance to deny it. In fact, they right from the start, they committed contract fraud, and I sent you copies of that too. One of your workers told me if I have any complaints against Intoxilock, to send that along as far and include that as far as documentation. So you should have that too.
Well, whoever gave that information gave you the correct information. Because I don't deal with any of that.
Correct information. I don't deal with any of that. I can't because
the magistrate in this matter. I can't be the regulator too.
In this matter, I can't be the regulator.
Anyway, what's the last time you consumed alcohol?
Anyway, when's the last time you consumed alcohol?
13 years ago.
Any marijuana, cocaine, or other drugs?
No.
Any marijuana, cocaine, or other
Any
drugs?
seizures, blackouts, loss of consciousness?
Any seizures,
No.
blackouts, loss of consciousness?
Any law enforcement contacts?
Any law enforcement contacts?
Sir, I'm disabled, and my problem is I haven't been able to work for 5 weeks now, and I just got this notice. It was dated the 10th of August, but the envelope said the 17th, and I didn't get it until the 30th of August, and I haven't been able to work. I haven't been able to drive my vehicle to get food, water, or medical attention.
You're saying you haven't driven at all since August?
You're
Nope.
saying you haven't driven at all since August?
Has anybody been driving your vehicle?
No.
Anybody
The
drive
only
your
thing
vehicle?
is I had to have it recalibrated last Friday, and because I couldn't drive it, I paid somebody to do it. So, that was state required, and Intoxilock told me, they said if you can't get it there, you will have it towed there and back, and we'll pay for that too. So, they know that I caught them, and I've got pure evidence of that it wasn't my fault in this incident, and also the prior incident with their contract fraud.
All right. Tell me this.
Yes.
All right.
When you get to your destination before you turn the car off, what do you do?
Before you turn the car off,
I hit power save.
All right. Then that's on the device itself.
That's on the device itself.
This is what you need to do when you arrive to your
This is what you
destination.
need to do when you arrive to your
Stop,
destination.
look at the device.
Stop,
before turning
look at
engine
the
on.
device.
It's not requesting
before
a
turning
sample that
engine
you
on.
can go ahead
It's
and
not
turn the
requesting
engine
a
off.
sample
But
that
you
you
need
can
to
go
sit
ahead
in the
and
car
turn the
for a
engine
full
off.
2 minutes to
But
make
you
sure
need to
nothing
sit in the
pops
car
up.
for a full
Okay?
2 minutes to make sure nothing
Well,
pops
see,
up.
the way their equipment operates, what they say is when you're ready to shut the car off, what you do is you hit power save, and then when that's engaged, that's supposed to keep the battery from draining. And they say that that once it hits power save, then you can shut the car off. Because I know what you're talking about, and I always watch and make sure that it's completely shut off.
All right. Here's the deal.
All right.
I'm going to put you back on your restrictions.
I'm going to put you back on your
cannot drive
restrictions.
until you
But
get my order
you cannot
and
drive until
get
you
to the
get my
branch
order and
with
you
current
take
proof
it
of
to the
installation
with
of
current
the
proof
interlock
of
device,
installation.
okay?
of
You can
the
get that
interlock
from
device,
Intoxilock.
okay?
They'll give you
You
something
can get
that
that from
the device is
Intoxilock.
currently installed. Take both those to the branch.
Currently
The
installed.
branch
Take
will
both
reissue
those
your
to the branch.
restrictions, okay?
The branch will reissue
Sir,
your
is there any way I
restrictions,
can get
okay?
that done faster? Because I can't. How am I supposed to get to the branch?
Sir, I can't help you on that. Sir, I can't help you on that. All I can do is write the order.
I mean,
everything else is
I
on
have
you.
to take it back to a branch. I mean, that means I have to pay somebody to drive me down there, and I can't work until then, and then I have to wait until. Is there any way that you can email me that?
If you're registered for the driver appeals integrated system, you can get it off the system, but I can't get it off the system. But I can't email it to you.
I don't know what you mean about the system.
The driver appeals integrated system allows you to register for account, and you can access when it's entered order from that system. But it's unlawful for us to email anybody orders directly because there's personally identifiable information on the orders.
So the only way you can do it is you gotta postal mail it to me.
Yeah.
Do you know how long that would take?
Yeah. Oh God. No, I hate to break it to you, but post office. I hate to break it to you, but it's slow. Post office. It's slow. I'll write my order in the order. I'll write my order. You had your hearing. Because other people had hearings before you, so there's other people had hearings before you, so there's orders. We'll get written. People that get hearings after you will get their people that get hearings after you will get their written after you. In my processor, is usually pretty quick. After I write the order, pretty quick. So after I write the order, process it the same day, and we'll usually process it the same day or the next day. And then it'll be printed and mailed to you.
I have to call and make an appointment, and why do I have to? What do I have to tell them at the branch? Why am I going there?
You're going there with a current installation certificate from your interlock provider and a copy of my order. And the reason being is the law requires you to show proof that it's currently installed. You do that with certificate. Branch employee isn't going to go out to the parking lot to look at your car. Isn't going to go out to the parking lot to look at your car.
Okay, so this will probably take a couple of weeks, huh?
It might, yeah.
I'm gonna lose my job. This is I'm absolutely innocent of this. I can't believe that I would have my freedom taken away from me. Isn't that? And what about my Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my person against?
Well, if you're concerned about that, you can contact an attorney who specializes in constitutional law. I cannot give you legal advice. I cannot give you legal advice.
Okay, well, I'd appreciate it if you could send that out as soon as possible, and then I'll try to get. I'll have to contact Intoxilock, what do they send me, a piece of paper or something, or?
Yeah, exactly. You can call them today and probably send it out.
You can call them today and probably send it out. Too, or can it be emailed?
That's between you and them, I don't know.
Okay.
That's between you and them, I don't know.
Is there anything else that I need to do, Mr. Longman?
No. One thing though, if you get any more hearings in the future, please do not log in into your time because other people have hearings interrupt their hearings when you're trying to interrupt their hearings. Okay, when you're trying to log in.
Sorry, I apologize about that. I was having trouble with my. I was going to set it up on my notebook computer, but then it wouldn't allow me to turn on my microphone. That was really weird. So that's why I was having trouble. So I was trying to use my smartphone and apologize if I interrupted you.
Okay. Any other questions, Ted?
No.
Any other questions,
Ted? Trying to survive, sir.
All right. 11:14. We're off the record. Good luck. All right. 11:14.
Okay,
we're off the record. Good luck.